Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you are great. So I am going to say this. What is wrong with white men recently? Because the kind of videos that I see coming up from them shows how pressed, how depressed, and how oppressed they also want to be. Like, they want to be all this at once for no reason. And I am asking, whose father is that? Because I know for sure that that is somebody's father. That is somebody's husband. I just do not understand this kind of people because these are the kind of people that some women should never get in, like, be with. Tell me how an old man is so worried about the word. An old man. Now, I am going to tell you this. I am no longer preaching, do not say the word. Man, go out into the world and say the word. And make sure that when you are saying it, that you are at the right place, because being at the right place is very vital. So you can enjoy the goodness of the world too. And to the Latino woman or to Hispanics that are like asking, who are black people to tell Latinos and white people not to say the N word or not to say the word? You know what I am going to tell you? Sis, I cannot tell you not to say the word. You are not even done speaking for what is going on in your community, but you are very much concerned about the word. You said it is not in your culture to be vocal, but it is in your culture to use the word because that is the only way you are vocal. You know what? Make sure, sis, when you are going to say that word, go to places like Mississippi. Let's get into this video.
Black people are always crying that white people are stealing shit from them. Well, I have a question. What word did black people steal that is their favorite word to use in their most popular genre of music? It starts with an N. And black people stole it from white people. So stop complaining. Question. What word did black people steal that is their favorite word to use?
I don't know. Why don't you say it? I told you I'd catch this video. I told you. So why don't you say the word? Are you afraid to? I mean, you did say we stole it, so why don't you say it? Say the word. It's quite simple. Just open your mouth, that large, gigantic, almost whale-like mouth, and say it. Say it to me. Come on. Floor is yours. Hold on. You want to phone a friend? Maybe you can start and they can finish? Listen, let's put our cards on the table. You're a pussy. A puss-I. Pure meow mix. Because you were sitting on that raggedy ass porch. That very, very raggedy ass porch. I'm surprised you're on it. Looks like it could fall at any time. Wanting to be as racist as possible because you elected a dumbass as president of the United States and you feel like your nuts are really big. This is the internet. You can have as big as balls if you want to. They can be fucking square. But you won't say it at the right time, in the right place, to the right people, because you're afraid. You're scared. You're a coward. I mean, look at you. No, seriously, take a good look at you. What exactly do you have to be proud of? You look like you about that close to heaven's door or hell's door, whatever. And yet you sit here wanting to use that word as if you're the racist of old. You're not. You're not. I'm pretty sure that you feel confident while saying that word While your sugars are a little bit imbalanced, you're going to mess around and lose your left foot. I can say the N-word, but can you walk? You can't. And that's the part that's the only part that matters. See, I can say the word and I can walk. Upright. Both legs and feet. You cannot. Your life is not made any more better by you being able to be as racist as you want to. Yay, I said the N-word online. Woohoo! The front porch might fall. Your life is a dilapidated building. But you're bragging about the fact that the lights still work in it. Who gives a fuck? Nobody can live in the goddamn thing. And that is the mentality of Trump supporters. You guys love y'all some Donnie T. Y'all worship him. You wear his merch like he's a fucking star on a basketball team. And you have nothing else to show for it because you worship a politician. You guys worship a politician so much that I'm actually going to put out t-shirts of another politician. Since you want to go there. But it's okay. It's okay. So I want you to say it. But while you say it, on a video, please. While you say it, show your life. Show your house, your kids, your wife. Show everything that makes you MAGA. Show the good things you got in your life. You can't. You cannot. I'd be surprised if you can even make that fucking video walking. Do, 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 do. Because you want to say the word so bad, but you're afraid. And you think you have balls online, when in actuality, that's all you got. Your online presence. Because, should I say it? Let me say it. You are a non-factor in life. There is nothing special about you at all. You have to identify with who you voted for, because if you didn't, nobody would even give a fuck if you exist or not. You want to say the word, say it. But just know, once you do, it's not going to make your life better. It's not a wishing slur. All you have is the internet and that phone. But you want to say the N-word, say it. Matters not to me. Because I'm in my office next to my house outside with my truck and my kids are fed. You? Come on, man. Just say it. But just make sure we see how you living when you do it.
This is a direct message to the dude with a red beard.
Yeah, I guess that would be me you're referencing, Mary. I guess you didn't like what I had to say about what you said about the usage of the N-word. Yeah, dude with the red beard. But, Bella, you all right? You all right, Bella? Oh, Bella, that's my dog. She's female. But I referenced your name. I'm the dude with the red beard. So, continue.
I'm glad you understand free will. We're in concurrence there.
Is that what you got from my video, Mary? See, this is why I don't like having back and forth with pseudo-intellectuals, because your ability to comprehend what is actually said is very limited. Let me remind you of what I actually said, and tell me, did I mention free will?
I don't think black people have a right to tell white people or Hispanics what they can and cannot say. And that means if a black person wants to use the N-word, that means a white person also can use the N-word, because all lives matter, not just Black Lives Matter.
Now, I don't know what Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter have to do with saying the N-word, but we're just going to digress on that part. But Mary Truth, I want you to know that I concur with what you just said about telling people what they can and cannot say. Yes, we are in concurrence. Free Will was somewhere minding its own business with Black Lives Matter, and you felt the need to just draw it into the conversation because, what, you want to prop up your pseudo intellect? Continue.
However, you said if I were to say the N-word in front of you or in any other black person's presence, they have the authority to implement a consequence.
Again, is that what I said? Nothing in the Constitution of the United States says anything about freedom from consequences of your choice of freedom of speech. And remember, freedom of speech is what the government promised you. It's not what I promise you as someone standing and being the recipient of your slur. As you can see there, I was very specific. And even in the video, I am talking about certain black people who will not sit idly by while you use a slur in their presence. That doesn't mean all people that just happen to be black. But I digress once again. Continue.
However, they don't. You don't. If you implement a consequence that infringes on my life and liberty, you go to jail.
How is it that you all will fall on the point and still miss it? So I'm going to say this real slow for those in the back with Mary. In my video, I talk about consequences for actions. Nowhere in my video did I imply or state that there would not be consequences for my action if I chose to implement consequences for you choosing to use a racial slur towards me in my presence. You see how that works? As I said, you all will fall on the point and still somehow miss it. And those of y'all who follow me, did she say jail? Yep, she didn't do her research, but I do. And where I live, a simple assault is only a fine. But continue, Mary.
All black people out there, don't allow people like him to influence you to believe that it's okay to commit violence against people who say things that offend you, because you are only becoming the very community you fought against.
And of course, this Bella. How you doing, Bella? Yeah, you want to go for a walk? Oh, okay. Just a minute. Let me finish this video. I apologize for the interruption again. That's Bella. She's my dog. She's female. Where was I? Oh, yeah. She would end that video with her proximity to whiteness by offering advice to black people who didn't ask for it. See, you can offer advice for what we didn't ask for, but when we ask you not to use a racial slur towards us, you want to stand on your freedom of speech to do so. Well, Mary, maybe this is what you should be worried about. While you're going around here capping for white supremacy, especially under the present administration, you should understand that you're only a phone call away from finding out how they really feel about you while you capping. But you know what, Mary? You don't care about that either. You're so caught up in capping for white supremacy that you believe your proximity to white supremacy is going to save you. You know what? I'm just going to leave it at that, because karma and fate are going to show you better than I can tell you. Now, you have the day you deserve.
I don't think black people have a right to tell white people or Hispanics what they can and cannot say. And that means if a black person wants to use the N-word, that means a white person also can use the N-word, because all lives matter, not just Black Lives Matter.
Now, I don't know what Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter have to do with saying the N-word, but we're just going to digress on that part. But Mary Truth, I want you to know that I concur with what you just said about telling people what they can and cannot say. Yes, we are in concurrence. Because the thing you all get wrong is not that we are not telling you what you can and cannot say. We're telling you what you should and should not say in our presence. Because all that talking you all do, nothing in the Constitution of the United States says anything about freedom from consequences of your choice of freedom of speech. And remember, freedom of speech is what the government promised you. It's not what I promise you as someone standing and being the recipient of your slur. And your motivation for this video is in defense of Shiloh Hendricks.
With that said, the fact that they're trying to sue this woman, this white woman, they're trying to take her kid away from her because she used the N-word, just shows you how toxic cancel culture is. And
the corpse-colored troglodyte that Mary is glizzy swallowing for, Shiloh Hendricks, as you all know from the viral video, she is the woman in the park in Rochester who decided to call a 5-year-old black child the N-word. And Mary there thinks we are really concerned that CPS is investigating Shiloh because she chose to sling a racial slur around directed at a child in a park with other children present, as she used her own child as a shield against responsibility. Yeah, we don't care. See, this is a case in point study when I talk about your actions are not free of consequences from people, not the government, because the First Amendment applies to what the government will do when it comes to free speech. But it does not exempt you from freedom of consequences in the right circumstances. And like I said, had this been the right circumstance, Shiloh would have gotten some different consequences. But I digress. And this is Shamaki Omar, the man behind the viral video of Shiloh Hendricks calling that 5-year-old the N-word. Now, I have had the opportunity to talk to Shamaki several times since the filming of that video. And we're going to go live together tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that's Wednesday, May the 21st. And we're going to talk about things that transpired before the viral video you saw and after the viral video you saw, and how it has impacted him and the threats his family has received since the release of that video. And we're going to talk about how what you don't notice in that video is that he put himself in between Shiloh Hendricks and the 5-year-old that she was pursuing. So join us tomorrow, Wednesday, May the 21st at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time here on my main page. It shouldn't be suspended by then. And Shamaki and I will have a conversation about the lead up, the filming of, and the aftermath of that viral video. All right. Look forward to seeing you all. And somebody tell Mary to bring her Bella. You all right? Yeah. Excuse me. Bella. That's my dog. She's female. All right. Yeah. Bring Mary by. Y'all have the day reserved.
This is all I got from this video. I love it when he calls Bella and tells you that she's female. We absolutely know she's female. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Now back to the main thing. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what is going on, because if you ask me at this point in time, I will tell you that I am not sure what is going on. But what I know is that it's been crazy. It's been crazy recently. Oh, that reminds me. I have a Turkish friend. My friend is Turkish. Her name is Pınar. Sorry to tell the story, but yes, I think it's really vital I tell the story. So I met up with her yesterday, and while we were talking, she's been following my channel for like 3 years, if I am not mistaken. But now, if you are there, you can feel free to indicate in the comment section if you feel like, excuse me. So yesterday, I haven't seen her in a while, and we decided to meet yesterday and have dinner together. So she came over, we left to eat dinner. So while we were talking, so she was like, please, I shouldn't be mad at her, that she would like to know the history of the N word, that she doesn't know history that much, but she has been following my channel and that she has seen some certain things that I say. That please, I should not be mad, but I should please educate her. I am older than her. She is 25 years, right? So we started talking and I gave her the full details of the N word and why nobody should ever say the N word. She said that she never knew about the history behind it and all of that. And she was like, she is so sorry that black people have to go through this and all that, you know. I said, no, it's okay. As long as you don't say the word. She said, well, how can she say it? I mean, she was like very willing to learn, right? And after speaking with her, eventually her boyfriend came over and she invited the boyfriend to the restaurant. The boyfriend came and she also started educating the boyfriend, like straight up right in my presence, about the N word and how he should never ever let anybody say the N word or use it. Or I was like, whoa, okay, it looks like the class is spreading. I was impressed. Why? She was curious. She wanted to know. And she knew. And one thing about it also, I don't know what she does in her house or anything and all that. And she likes black songs, she likes to listen to black songs. So I told her, never, ever, 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 if you want to be my friend. She said she can never, ever, ever say that. I mean, this was how the conversation went and all that. So back to this story. I really don't know what happened to white people. Why all of a sudden? Not really all of a sudden. It's something that we all have known that they wanted to say it so bad because at some point it was woke. They would turn woke to DEI. Like for one thing, affirmative action. There is nothing they've not turned the N word to. Now they are so, since this man became the president, they are so eager, so curious. I don't know why they are so eager to say that word. But something that I am going to say is before you say the word, I hope you know that there are some places, the right places that you are supposed to say the word. Go there and do it, bro. Go there and do it, sis. For the Hispanic woman, I am sure you all might have seen that video because I brought it before and she responded to a Tina thing. That's why I brought it again so that people that did not know how the connection will understand the video very well. Go out and say it. You stood and you are telling black people that black people do not have the right to tell white people or Hispanic or Latinos how to say the word. Sis, what I am telling you is go say the word. Make sure when you are about to say it, you are saying it at the right place. Like the man that said it at Mississippi. He said it at the right place. Like Big Brother said, the government guaranteed you freedom of speech, right? But freedom after speech is not something that is guaranteed. I hope you all know that. Nobody guaranteed you that. And like he said, it is a hate speech and you will not you might only be fined for whatever action that happened. So go say the word. You all be moving so crazy these days. It is you people that could not, as a Latino person, right? You could not advocate for your community. You could not do anything great for your community. Your community are going through it at this point in time, deported. Like about 500,000 legal distance has been revoked. It means they will also be deported. I do not see you people going out there to speak up for what is going on in your community, right? But the only thing that you are so eager and very quick to talk about or say, it's nothing but the word. Sis, I encourage you to go and say it at the right place so that you will experience the goodness of Black people's ancestors. You want to learn? You are going to learn very fast and real quick this time around. I ain't telling anybody not to. Go say the word. Go say it. You're brave, right? Go do it. Go and say that word. I am going to draw the curtain here because at this point in time, I am not telling anybody not to say the word. But the only thing I am begging you is make sure you are saying the word at the right place so you will receive the right reaction. Bye for now.